you're in it, I'm running Nation, or we're running a Nation version 4.2, and you're in some odd issues, things like where you're provisioning to in the Active Directory tree, you're provisioning multiple domains. You had issues where if you had users with the same ID in multiple domains, it would add all of them to the group, which is what we wanted. So we actually had to do some hacking on the provisioner and Active Directory to do that. That's why I'm curious if you've done stuff with ESP, because
our LDAP structure is very simple. We just have groups with as a member. But we do have security where if you don't have privilege to read the group in grouper, you can't read it in open LDAP. So that's why we don't have people with number of.
So
is this a provisioning question?
What's that?
Is this a provisioning question?
No.
Okay, ask away.
Is that okay? It's an architecture hardware question. You've got a pretty hefty repository registry.
True.
What kind of hardware do you use for your database?
So we have Oracle. It's on a shared database. I think it uses, I don't know how much space we have, 6 gigs something. I don't know. And then we have it's on our shared cluster of Java Tomcat stuff. So it shares servers, but I think the UI and web services each have 4 Tomcats. And each of those have several hundred megs, and then we have the loader that has several hundred megs in memory. And then we have a load balancer out front that is sticky for the UI and not sticky for the web services, and just routes to one of those.
So you said you do...
Actually, it's sticky by source IP address for web services, but I don't think it really matters.
Can you do full rebuilds of your registry? How often?
Well, the registry is the database for grouper, so that never gets rebuilt, because that's the system right now. Full rebuilds of LDAP? Full rebuilds of SQL loader?
I thought one of your slides said you did it. You do a full reload of
For the grouper loader.
some of your grouper.
Okay. So for provisioning, if we're going to an application and the application is going to store a copy of whatever it needs from grouper, we're going to send that nightly, or it's going to pull nightly from the web services. And if it has a real-time thing, it'll also just send messages to it that says refresh. And whether that means add a member to a group or just do a full refresh, it's up to that application. For our loader-based groups, we'll do that at least once a day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. And for LDAP, that's real time, but it takes 5 minutes or something for the real time, and then nightly there's a full rebuild of our LDAP.
Are your PowerPoints on the way because of sharing
On the internet? They are not, but if you Google grouper documents and presentations, I will have it there very soon. Don't click on the old, no longer used one. I'll put it up. Probably something for them.
Yeah, we'll probably have something up on the conference site.
I'll put it up. I'll put this stuff here right after you guys are done.
So I have no problem trying to build the UI. I can do ant disk on Red Hat. It builds just like the installer does, no problem. But when I try to build it on Solaris, I get Stack Overflow. Any idea what is it? My ant, or is it Solaris being stupid? Or?
It's Solaris. Whenever in doubt, it's Solaris.
That's what I thought.
I've heard of this Solaris. Hey, listen, maybe we should just try to formally end now, but just appreciate people's time and just thank everybody for coming. I thought this was a really great session. Really enjoyed useful, and big thanks to Chris for making the trip out.
Thank you too.
We're gonna obviously there's some great identity and access management sessions all through the conference. There's some grouper related stuff. There's a Cipher authorization API on Tuesday. Tomorrow. There's also a general Cipher presentation on the lineup that I'm sure we'll be talking about grouper a little bit. And I know Chris, you're going to be around for a couple days, and so
Tomorrow and Tuesday.
yeah. So do come ask us other questions as they come up, or grab us in the hallway or whatever. So really appreciate everybody showing up.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to answer questions if you so.
Sure.
How about Rice?
It's fine, Mickey.
You answer Rice questions too?
I can listen to Rice questions.